What's up, Faith family? Jarvis God of Word Jarvis YT here. Um, Back with another After Dark live stream. It's been a very long time since I've done one of these. The last one was back in June, and I was planning on doing some more, but then things started to rapidly deteriorate. So I don't know. We're back now. We're back now because I felt this needed to be done. This is the 251 subscriber celebration stream. Hold on, I gotta fix the bit rate. Oh, loud. Put in the recommended. Oh, loud. Yeah, no, so we're here to celebrate 251 plus subscribers. That's really all I wanted to do today. And I see there's already someone in the chat. No, there's two people, actually. Show. Yeah. Okay. Show the live chat. Okay, yeah, I know. I know. Okay. So yeah, we got Mimi Productions said, "Yo yo, this is Mimi. Good to see you. I'm not entirely sure who you are, but I'm definitely gonna take a look at your channel. I got no doubt about it, because I used to not look at people's channels before, and I missed out on some great stuff like Nerdigan, all that. We got Jay's Planet 3. He said, "Yo, he's live." Oh yeah, so very enthusiastic. Um, Personally, I wouldn't be, because rest assured I am much less entertaining than the actual PNG tuber. If I could just open this real quick, change this little bit rate. I don't know if I can change the bit rate. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, no, I may as well get to the brunt of it. Just thank you for 251 plus subscribers. Um, really do appreciate it. I think we're at like 766 right now, but I'm bad at marking milestones because we passed like 6 years of operation and like 500 subscribers back in October and November. And I just never commemorated it. Um, Should never be too busy to appreciate the fans, but that's what happened. So this is my apology, and this is we're just here to celebrate it. Just here to celebrate it. All right, and then you got a question from Mimi Productions. Sorry if this feels a bit detached, but I'm out of the swing of this. Mimi Productions asks, which show is better, The Buzz on Maggie or The Ghost of Molly McGee? If you want the PNG Tuber's answer, probably say that The Buzz on Maggie is better because can't even say it right. I'd rather watch flies eating human crap instead of watching the woke adventures of a woke little girl and her and her asinine ghost or something like that. I gotta have time to write this out, but he'd probably think The Buzz on Maggie is better, even though they like human shit. But personally, I think The Ghost of Mom McGee is better. It's more watchable, and it's more of a recent show. I think it's more of a recent show, and it's a lot more entertaining. I think it's probably gonna age a lot better than something like The Buzz on Maggie. Because The Buzz on Maggie, I think it's kind of pandering to the sort of edgy teenage audience they were going for in 2000. So not the biggest fan of that. Also, I feel like I should explain the images on the screen. I'm not sure why Joe Biden is there. I know why the other guy's there, but I don't know why Joe Biden's there. He probably got lost. Probably walked out of the White House and just ended up on this stream. And got Eddie Wise here. Ask, do you really hate bad cartoons or good cartoons? Um, okay, I assume you're talking about the PNG tuber. I mean, it's a satirical show, so I just say whatever is the funniest, and I say whatever I need to say to get whatever message I want to tell across. But me personally, speaking as Jarvis God, and I think I don't like bad cartoons. I feel like that's not necessarily a controversial thing, but I don't like as many cartoons as you would think. I mean, I do the show, but even while I'm doing the show, I don't watch most of the stuff I review. It's like, hold on, if I can go to the second plate here and do the window capture. Will that work? Okay. Hopefully that'll work. I don't want to show the stream key or anything. But if I turn on the window capture. Here we go. Here we go. If you take a look at the actual channel, I can just show you that I do not watch most of what I actually review on the show, just because I can't stand so many of the new cartoons nowadays. It's not because necessarily they're bad. It's just because they're so boring. It's like, as a grown man, it's like, how am I supposed to, be entertained by this? So it's like, okay, I have watched Treasure Planet. Um, I watched some of the trailer for Inside Out 2. I don't think I watched all the way through. I did see Kung Fu Panda 4, but only because it was with friends. But I haven't seen Waju. I haven't even watched the full episode of the Fairly Odd Parents reboot. That's one of the better performing videos. I've seen like a couple episodes of Invincible Season 1, but I've seen none of Season 2. The AI thing, I don't think that really counts. The Casa Grande's movie trailer, I don't even think I watched that all the way through. I watched most of it so I could like criticize it, but that's it. And the Family Guy, I don't watch Family Guy as much as I should, but I don't watch the newer episodes, and I feel like that's really what he's complaining about here. And then some other one-off videos, and then Kung Fu Panda 4. I didn't watch any of the trailers for that. I was just making videos about it. Primos, seen the theme song, Clone High. I think I saw all of the new reboot and some of the first season, but I didn't watch the new season. So yeah, that just gives you an idea of how little actually watch what I review. But it's worked out pretty well. I have no motivation to watch what I review, and it sort of adds to the satire. Just don't care about what you do. Well, I mean, I do care about what I do, but I don't care enough to subject myself to these cartoons. But yeah. Okay, then looking back at the chat, get away from my soliloquy, or however you say it. The Mimi Production says, I just don't like modern shows nowadays. With the exception of Rock, Paper, Scissors, all shows like to play it safe with boring characters, boring episodes, and boring everything. The 2000s was better. Now, you know what? Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Rock, Paper, Scissors. I think I gave it a positive review on a PNG tuber. But Rock, Paper, Scissors, I will say, they at least try to do something with the humor. It sort of feels like a animation domination show, and those were decently good in their time. So yeah, no. It's a solid enough show. I'm not gonna trip about it. I mean, I don't. It's not my thing, but yeah, no, you're right. Just most of the shows nowadays, they're unwatchable. Like Haley's on it and Kif. I was at a friend's house watching Kif. That was horrible. That was straight up unwatchable. It was bad. The 2000s were definitely better. I remember as a kid watching some of the cartoons for the 2000s. Those were pretty good, like Ed, Ed and Eddie. I was excited to watch it. Nowadays it's like can't even watch a cartoon nowadays, man. I'm more into movies. That's my thing. I'm more into movies. The main production once again says, I mean, have you seen Camp Lazlo or the Twisted Whisker show? I've not, but you sent that message with a great intensity, so now I feel like I have to check out at least the Twisted Whisker shows. I know about Camp Lazlo. I don't know about Twisted Whiskers. And oh yeah, Chunky the Waffle Cat. Good to see you. Even though seeing the comments said Joe Biden. Yeah, he's just there. He just wandered on in here. I don't know why he's here. There you go. Eddie Wise says, with you using your PNG tuber voice, how much do you hate Haley's on it? Man, if I had to be honest, I hate Haley's on it more than a Democrat hates freedom, liberty, and the American way. There you go. As good as I can do off the cuff. Anyway. So I know I kept you waiting for that, but yeah, that's honestly how much he hates it. That's as far as I'm willing to go, because I wrote another video for it, and I think I did the audio, so that might be out. It's probably coming out today, so or tonight. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'll probably get to work on that. And then Jay's Planet 3 asks, what's your favorite show from both you and the PNG tuber? My favorite show is not a cartoon. In fact, to think about it, my favorite show is probably Community. Favorite cartoon is probably The Boondocks. The PNG tuber's favorite show, it's tough to pin down. I'd say Kif. Definitely say Kif. I mean, it's pretty clear that he has an affinity for Kif. All those stupid rap battles, where Kif always wins, guy, because he's gone against Moon Girl, he's gone against Haley Zonnet, and he's gone against Joe Biden, and Kif has won every single time. Although, if you ask a lot of people, they say that Biden won the last rap battle. I think that's BS because those were some horrible bars. But I guess art is subjective, even though I made it, and I can tell you, Kif won. That was my intention going in. Anyway, says, are you okay if I like Inside Out too? Nah, man. I hate to tell you, but you're a filthy Democrat mongrel. I would get your brain checked for DNC parasites, because, I mean, they're messing with your thinking, man. Thing. It's the only way to say it. It's the only way to put it, bro. You need to seek help. I feel like Inside Out too. You can't have the wrong opinion. I'm sorry, man. The Me Productions ask again. In your PNG tuber voice, would you say that Cat Scratch or My Life as a Teenage Robot is better than Middlemost Post? Fun fact, Middlemost Post and Cat Scratch released on July 9th. Oh man, that's an encyclopedic knowledge of cartoons. Oh man, actually, this is a pretty easy one to answer. I don't even know why I'm thinking about it. Now, personally, I would have to say that Cat Scratch is the better cartoon for one reason and one reason only. It's created by a true American Christian conservative. And yeah, that's it. If I made a video about Cat Scratch, I'd just be filleting the creator for, he voted for Trump, and he's a Christian, and he worked on VeggieTales. So, it'd just be a whole bunch of that. Anyway, it says, I don't like the Catching Felines episode from Haley Zonnet. I don't think a lot of people like it, because that video, it did pretty well, and it still does decent numbers compared to everything else, so. Yeah, no, I mean, that's definitely a good take, because I did actually watch a full episode of Haley's On It, and Catching Felines was the one I watched, and it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty bad. It's not like offensively bad, you know. Me speaking, not the PNG tuber. The PNG tuber thinks it's an assault against American liberty, but to me, it's just really boring, you know. So I'm completely down with you there. It's just nothing interesting. That's the big problem with Disney Channel nowadays. Is that their cartoons, they aren't what they used to be, man. It's like, you know, if I had a kid, and you know, I wanted to put them on some good cartoons. You know, it wouldn't be anything from the modern day, because there's just so few like good watchable modern cartoons. You know. Okay, we got Eddie Wise again. He said, he said, that's so sweet. Bite me. You know, I'm glad you thought that line was memorable, because when I was writing it, that was at the point in the script where I really just wanted to be done with this episode. It was just, what I was reviewing was so boring that it just literally could not keep my interest. You know? It literally could not keep my interest, and so I just wrote that really lame joke in there. So I'm glad you found it enjoyable. Shit. Oh man, that's cool. Jay's Playing 3 asks, what's your favorite episode from Ed, Edd n Eddy? And the PNG tuber like Ed, Edd n Eddy. Okay, I'm sorry, Jay's Planet. I'm gonna have to plead the fifth on this one, cause I haven't watched Ed, Edd n Eddy. Okay, and I know if one of my friends who was watching right now, he'd probably lynch me for that. Well, it's probably not the right verbiage, but he'd definitely be mad at me, because I recognize Ed, Edd n Eddy is a good show. I recognize it's great. You know, gonna be humble like King Cole right here, but I just haven't seen it, and I can't even give a PNG tuber take on it, because I gotta watch it. I gotta come up with some material. I can't just create a terrible take out of nowhere, man. It's create a terrible take out of nowhere. But I will look into it, you know. I did want to kind of vet you guys for suggestions. You know, any reviews you want to see, I'll go ahead, because at this point I really don't care about getting views on the videos. You know what I mean? Because I'm confident enough in what I do to where, you know, I think I could take any video topic and at least make something mildly entertaining out of it. You know, so I'm not tripping about if I do a Brandy and Mr. Whiskers video. I guarantee you guys probably know what that is. This shows my audience of cartoon connoisseurs. Did a Brandy and Mr. Whiskers video, and it got like 200 or however many views. I know. Well, at least the video's good, so I don't care how many views it gets. But yeah, no, that's the situation. Oh, Blue Splat added me. Okay, that's good to know. I mean, I'm doing the stream so I can see it. But Blue Splat sends a bunch of emojis. Oh, that's cool, man. No, Blue Splat. I've seen some of your videos, um, like those little animations. I remember the one you did, like was it like the one song was like I get knocked down and I get up again. Thought that was pretty cool. You make some pretty entertaining content, man. So I'm glad to see you here. He said, can't wait for the hottest takes right here. Oh man, oh man. Just you're gonna have to vet them from the PNG tuber. You're not gonna vet them from me. I think the hottest take I have in terms of the modern media landscape was like the Marvels was a good movie. Um, so that's about as hot as it's gonna get from me. Um, but the PNG tuber, yeah, he's a freak. He's a freak. He believes the craziest things. I think if I met him in real life, I'd have a hard time not punching him in the face. Fucking asshole. Yeah, I know that Mimi Productions asks, name two random fictional characters that would be great friends. I'd say either Maggie Pesky or Parappa the Rapper, or Jenny Wakeman and Kermit the Frog. I have no idea who Maggie Pesky is. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, let me switch to the second camera for real quick. Oop. Oh, you guys saw the live stream dashboard. Hey, who's Maggie Pesky? What the heck is that? Oh, the Buzz on Mag. Okay, I'm tripping because I thought that was like a character from like some sort of Cubo show. No, it's Maggie, Margaret Maggie Mary Pesky is the titular protagonist of the 2005 anime series The Buzz on Maggie. She is a fly and is the second eldest. I need to put some. Um, can't stand these ads. She's the second eldest of the Pesky siblings. Maggie dreams of being a famous rock star. Okay, and it's ads. It's ads everywhere. Oh my god. My god, at this point, if you want to, okay, we're not going into that. But okay, well, I guess it's good to know who Maggie Pesky is now. But I guess addressing your question of 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 two fictional characters to be great friends, I think Joe Biden and Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog, they'd be great friends. They would genuinely be great friends. In fact, I think I would love to do a rap battle between them. Should have done Eustace versus Joe instead of Biden versus Kiff. That would have been a lot better for my sanity. Um, but yeah, no. Thanks for introducing me to who Maggie Pesky is. That's some knowledge I'll probably forget very soon, unless I do a Buzz on Maggie review. Maybe we'll see. Okay. Anyway, then Blue Splat says, I'm gonna catch up on the PNG tuber stuff real quick. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know when you stop watching, but there's been quite a few videos since God knows when. So, man, oh man. Okay, good luck. I think the newer videos have been pretty entertaining. I think everything I released after season 3, those are some of my favorite episodes, especially the AI one. I really like that one, and how I handled the topic. Not to pat myself on the back too much, but yeah, no, that was my personal favorite. So yeah, enjoy. And Eddie Wise says, "Do you like My Life as a Teenage Robot?" There are a lot of My Life as a Teenage Robot questions in here. Not entirely sure how to feel about that because I haven't seen the show in about 10 years. That's not true. I actually have seen a review of My Life as a Teenage Robot from a YouTuber that I refuse to mention because of the PNG tuber, and I think you know who it is. But yeah, no, I haven't seen the show. I'd be willing to review it though, because the art style's cool enough. They just never aired it enough on main Nickelodeon or Nicktoons around the time I was still watching those networks. So it's not against the show, but I'll be willing to check it out. Anyway, the PNG tuber is so funny and hilarious. I've never understood this. I thank you. I'm flattered, but I've never understood this. Um, you know, when you think about it, from the first PNG Tuber video from June 2022, the show hasn't really changed at all, and that was really just a one-off, like crappy satirical video. But people really seem to love the character, and so um, I wouldn't say the character is funny and hilarious, but I do think the writing is funny and hilarious. Like PNG Tuber himself, I think if you take him away from the review space and you put him into the real world, then he would be an intensely uninteresting and unlikable character. And yeah, no, I don't think anyone would like that nigga. Um, okay, then we got Mimi Productions as you should probably make a Buzz on Maggie review. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'd be down. I'd be down. I gotta check out the show. It's a lot of the older Disney shows I want to review because I think there's a lot of value in reviewing, um, sort of what's it called? Older, sort of obscure cartoons, or not even older, just like Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. That's a wild shout out I just gave there. It's a deep cut, or like Dave the Barbarian, the Buzz on Maggie. All these shows, and there's so much you can do with them. But and I really didn't want to go into this on the stream, but I guess I will. There's a lot of the modern cartoon tubers. They're driven by views and whatever is popular at the time, and that's not sustainable, man. So I think you would sooner catch me doing a Buzz on Maggie review, something that I would actually be interested in doing, than doing a video on, for example, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to get canceled. For example, doing a video on this thing about Fortnite and I don't really like that. Okay, that that lisp was supposed to imitate how much money these people like shove into their mouths, like 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 gobs of ice cream. You know, it's just when you chase money, you aren't able to please the fans. You know, and I think that's what a lot of cartoon tubers do nowadays. And so with my show, I don't want to do that. I want to do what the fans want. I want to do what's interesting. So that means we will talk about the Buzz on Maggie um, before we talk about um, the Garfield movie. Although there is a Garfield movie coming out, um, but I guess another issue. If you upload like uh, once or twice a month, then you can only really talk about one thing or the other. I don't want to do that. I like to do 3 times a week for about 12 videos at the end of the month. It's a lot of work, but it's I mean that's how you keep people attached to the show. And it's a challenge. Um, Even though I don't feel like I've been challenging myself enough with the videos lately, just cause j- just cause they're so short. But anyway, moving on. I don't know how I got all that from. You should probably make a Buzz on Maggie review, but Mimi Productions, yeah, we'll probably make a Buzz on Maggie review. It's all good. Then, we got Slapatrix Camsey. That's a nice video. Thank you, Chief. Okay, I just saw that you called me earlier, but I was in the bathroom, um, dropping a massive load. So yeah, I'm sorry, man. I will call you back when the stream's done. Hopefully soon. And then Eddie White's like, shut the bleep up, you annoying bleep witch. Um, I feel like that's a quote from one of the videos. And if I recall, I'm just gonna tell you right now, that was a Greg Locke reference. That was a direct Greg Locke reference. Like even the PNG tour pointing at the screen right now, that's a Greg Locke reference. So you know what? You got me. Okay, you got me. Okay, I steal content. All right. I'm not proud of it, but you know what? It happens. I steal from public figures who say ridiculous things. Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna play some 2048 just to show off a little bit. Okay, I already fucked it up. Okay, let's move on back here. Okay, we got Jay's Planet 3 asking, will NIG come back? Oh man, that is a hell of a question, isn't it? What I say in the community post, man. It was it was definitely a trial getting the first 2 seasons out. The last couple of episodes were um, a bitch to make, but I'm pretty happy with how the show turned out in the end, and I think NIG is coming back. It is gonna take a while because I tell you what, I I think a couple of weeks ago I finished writing the story for season 3, and I'm very happy with how that's turning out. So I probably wouldn't expect it anytime soon, but I do think that I want to make it as satisfying as possible since it'll probably be the end of the show. I guess it's the end of an era for Voyager Arts YT. It'll sort of wrap up the loose ends set up by like Dick Bowles and J Tag and all that. So yeah, this is probably his comeback. Okay, and then we got Phil and Jack anime. Okay, I think I've seen you in the comments before. Got a little nut shack profile picture right there. It said, "Hi Voyager Arts, I am a bug fan. My favorites are potato beetles." Okay, it's good to know. The potato beetles. Spelled that with a BEAT. Didn't know that potatoes had their very own folk rock band. That's badass, man. It's good to hear. Glad to see you here. Anyways, like, did they get it from a fifth grade joke book? Okay, again, I remember the joke. I don't remember what episode that's from. But sometimes I just run out of insults, and so I have to resort to saying things like, "Did they get this from a fifth grade joke book?" Just like put on my thug voice real quick. So, okay, Eddie, you're just quoting the show now. I see what you're doing. It's like everywhere I go, everywhere I watch, wokeness is following me. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. To be young and anti woke. Am I right? Oh my God, man. Oh God, I hate just any discussion of wokeness. I can't stand it, man. It makes me so irrationally angry because it's just so stupid. You know, it's like what does the word mean? Wokeness is following you like it's a gang stalker. Like it's just it's pure delusion, man. That's what I try to put in the show, man. The Meme Production says, Sven from Happy Feet 2 is the greatest character of all time. Right up there with PJ Barry from Parappa and Pubert? Pubert from the Buzz on Maggie. Okay? Well, I'm hesitant to look up Happy Feet 2 just for the sake of my own sanity. But, I already have the Disney Wiki open, so guess it wouldn't hurt to take a look at who exactly Pubert is. It's like the younger brother on the show. Pubert Pesky. Okay, she's it's the second youngest. Pubert had a crush on a girl named Lucy. He wrote a song to her that Maggie performed in front of whole Sticky Feet. In front of whole Sticky Feet? Are you serious? Is this town for that show actually called Sticky Feet? Okay. Um, okay. Maggie and Aldrin's 6-year-old brother is nothing short of an average child. He is clumsy, loves to have fun with Maggie, and takes great pride in the small tasks he accomplishes. It's like that was written by ChatGPT. Okay. I shouldn't even trip that much. But, teach their own. I can see Pupert, I guess he could have some potential for character development, but I don't think the wiki really does justice to, I guess, the really in-depth nature of his character. Yeah. And then anyway, so it was the quotes from the Catching Felines episode review. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah, no, that video had quite a few good lines. I'm trying to remember back to when it was made, because I think that was made around when season 3 or whatever it was starting up, and I was really trying to come back in full force. And yeah, that's one of the better PNG Tour videos. It's one of the ones I didn't phone in. All right, and then Eddie Wise once again says it was the most funniest review ever. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that. I would definitely have to take your word for it because I don't remember half of the things I say in these videos. So, yeah, no, you're probably right, G. You're probably right. In Jay's Planet. What 2000 shows did you liked watching? Oh man, oh, I gotta think. Back the 2000 shows that I can remember off the top of my head are like Phineas and Ferb. That's more of a later one. Higgly Town Heroes. Fuck, there was another one. I'm trying to think. It was like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Roly Poly Oly, Little Einsteins. All this stuff that I can barely remember because it's coming up on like 10 or 15 years since I've watched any of these. Um, but they got Wow Wow Wubsy too. That was another one, the Upside Down show. So those are all pretty cool. Those are all pretty decent shows. And Eddie Wise like, I hate Haley and Becker. Okay, I'm gonna hope you mean that because that was a poorly developed relationship. I'm gonna assume that's what you meant. Cause yeah, that was a very poor decision. Just writing the whole storyline is asinine. Okay, because like it's hard to care about any of the characters. Like I'm not gonna trip about the representation. Like Becker's a lesbian or whatever. I mean that's fine with me. I'm not gonna trip about that. I'm gonna trip about the fact that they didn't do the work necessary to make us care about these characters. So yeah. All right, then Mimi Productions asked, ever played Jammer Lammy, the Parappa spinoff from 1999? I've never even played Parappa. I've never owned a PlayStation, so yeah, no, I haven't played Jammer Lammy. Although I've heard about those kinds of like rhythm games from my friends. They do not like them. Um, that says nothing about my opinion on it, but yeah, no, they do not like Parappa the Rapid because they say you put in the buttons and it just straight up doesn't work. All right, we got gaming, man. It's good to see you, man. You were in some of the older live streams. There's a PNG Chad. He was sent down from heaven above, fighting crime and incarcerating blacks. If you're in trouble, he's got your back. PNG Chad. There you go. Little sunglasses emoji. That's how you do it, man. Eddie Wise asks, do you love Kenny Wakeman or RC from Transformers? Unless there is a gender swap version of Jenny Wakeman from My Life as Teenage Robot, then uh, no, I don't really love them. Um, I mean, I'm aware that they exist, and like RC from Transformers as well. But even then, I'm not the biggest fan of RC because she was in that really bland and crappy Transformers movie from the summer. So yeah. And then anyways, like, what's your PNG tour voice? Do you like Teen Titans Go? Yeah. I have to say I like Teen Titans Go. It's one of the last bastions of true American entertainment. Okay. Oh my god, I can't take myself seriously when I'm doing the voice because when I do it live, there's no like post processing. Um, because I usually when I edit the raw audio, I usually pitch it down one octave, so it doesn't sound as weird. I guess it does sound weird because it's all computerized, but yeah, I can't take myself seriously. I talk like that live. That's probably the only reason why I laugh at the scripts. Um, and then anyway says we need to get rid of woke cartoons. I don't know about that, Chief. Man, because I mean, what necessarily qualifies as a woke cartoon? I think some of my favorite cartoons, like Star Trek Lower Decks. Trying to think of another. Yeah, Star Trek Lower Decks. Um, Moon Girl and Double Dinosaur. The Ghost of Mama McGee was pretty good when it was on. But out of the currently running ones, like Star Trek and Moon Girl, I mean, I like those. I mean, and they're woke. I mean, because Lower Decks has like the main character is in like a lesbian relationship, if I recall correctly, and she's black, and I guess the four of the main cast are all like most of them are women and minorities. So I mean, personally, I don't trip about that. So I guess that's woke per se. And even Moon Girl, that show was very woke, but I guess it depends on what you're um, I guess how sensitive you are to like current day stuff in shows. Generally, I don't care. So and I actually welcome it because shows like trying to think like Legends of Chamberlain Heights. That's more accurate to my real life than a show that doesn't necessarily have representation. Okay, the Mimi Productions gives us a pretty striking statement. Minimalist Post dialogue is terrible. Angus said, "I like food," which is the stupidest sentence ever made. I mean, name a crappier quote than that. I think gotta hire you on as a writer for the PNG tour, man, because that's pretty spot on to what you would actually hear in the show, man. He said, "I like food." Was that really just a line of dialogue? You just said, "I like food" and nothing else. That's so stupid. It's like that's like beyond lazy writing. That's just insulting to like common sense, man. Oh my god. All right, and once again we got Eddie Wise. Ask, what is your favorite female character from The Simpsons and SpongeBob? Let me pop out the chat real quick. My favorite female character. Um, this feels like kind of a tough one to answer. you said from SpongeBob, from The Simpsons and SpongeBob. I say my favorite female character on The Simpsons is probably I say Marge. I really don't think Marge gets enough love. She's had to go through so much with Homer's dumbass. She had to over the past how many years it's been, almost 40 years. She's had to raise 4 kids. She had to raise Bart, Lisa, Maggie. She had to raise Homer too, because Homer's a fucking dumbass. So it's like I really feel like she doesn't get enough love. And it's like, oh my god, I'm trying to play some 2048. Look at all the indies ads are just ruining the vibe, man. This is ridiculous. It's genuinely ridiculous, man. Fucking hate ads. Says the guy who hasn't installed any ad blocking software. Alright, Slavatrix, good buddy of mine, ask, what do you think of Smurfs 2021? Smurfs 2021. That is, I never really watched that show. We're gonna turn the camera off, or not the camera, the fucking window capture off, because this fucking really. I'm gonna put on. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take that shit off. But yeah, no, Smurfs 2021. It's a solid show. I guess I haven't really seen it, but there's nothing offensively bad about it. But there's also nothing that it really entices me to watch it. So, you know, it's not my thing. It's not anything I would willingly watch. And Mir Productions ask, ever seen any of the Jetic shows like Puka, Yin Yang Yo, or Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go? I have heard of Yin Yang Yo. I think I did watch it a little bit back in the day. Um, as for Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go, it's a hell of a fucking title. Man, I know Slappertrix actually. He's told me about it, and I haven't seen it, but that probably is something I would review on the PNG tour and create like some little sort of stupid thing about that, where it's like, Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go is one of the greatest black cartoons of all time, or something like that. Just have him say a whole bunch of asinine stuff. So, that's it. That's it. And Eddie Wise says, I love the PNG tuber theme. Um, this it's good to know. I mean, personally, I don't think the theme is that good. Think it's kind of crap. It was like thrown together in a couple of hours, and I think, oh man, I think it probably deserves a sort of remaster, but it's really difficult with how the song was composed. So, I'm glad you enjoy it, but I don't know, man. Actually, I think the song you're actually talking about, that's not actually the PNG Tour theme. The PNG Tour theme is a song called "Cancelled," aka "Running Away," and it's the piano lick that you see in front of like special episodes. But the song you're probably talking about is called "Repetition," and it's a song I made in FL Studio back in 2022. It's sort of a club joint. So, yeah, no, that's it. I'm glad you like it. And he also said, "Woke ideology is the salt on that wound." I mean, I can't agree, but you know what, man? To each their own. Um, it's like it's hard to define what exactly woke ideology is. So I ain't gonna trip. I ain't too pressed about that. Me production says the PNG tuber is way better than another cartoon tuber. Changed my mind. Yeah. Okay. You know what? The person you're talking about. You know, I've been the biggest fan of his for um, years at this point. Love his videos, and no matter what he does, he cannot seem to drive me away from his content. So I have a lot of respect for the dude. I'm not sure about shit he did in the past and apologize for. And when it comes down to it, me and the person you're talking about, we're not competing, bro. It's like he's got 250 friggin' thousand subscribers. You know how many people that is? I have a hard time comprehending 766 subscribers. I think we're still at 766. I'm not gonna check. But how many people we got in the Voyager Arts YT family? It's like nothing compared to what he's got. So he earned that. He worked hard for that. He earned that. And I'm not gonna trip over his success. And I'm not trying to be better than him. Because me and him, we're doing two different things. So I don't know. I mean, thanks for giving your take though. I mean, I appreciate knowing that. Just to change your mind. Well, the PNG Tuber is a cartoon, and the guy you're talking about is not. So there you go. I mean, take it as it is. Anyway, it says either make a shitty cartoon or make it woke as fuck. Those are the two options. Um, not necessarily. Yeah, well, I mean, that is kind of true. That is kind of true. I'm not gonna trip over that, Eddie. I mean, you're right, because it's like the cartoons that I like and and consider good are technically woke, but it doesn't bother me. I recognize that you're woke. All right, but cartoons that aren't woke and they don't put like current day stuff in the show, which I mean that's a really nebulous thing to say. But shows like Kif and I guess like Kif. I mean those are terrible, but they're also quote unquote non woke. So it's a dilemma. It's absolutely a dilemma. I'm not gonna trip. It's a tough thing to really balance, you know. So yeah. Then Me Production says, PNG Tuber, Simple Samosa is like if Coconut Fred and the wacky world of Tex Avery had a baby. It's a pretty freaking bad combo. Okay, look, I've heard about Coconut Fred. Coconut Fred, man, holy shit, man, I can't stand it. I haven't seen an episode of that show, but I've seen clips, and Coconut Fred ass is so annoying that, bro, we need to ship him back to Panama or wherever the hell they get those coconuts, man. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of Coconut Fred. Man, why'd you have to remind me of that show, man? But the Wacky World of Tex Avery, I assume that's a bad show if you're saying it's a pretty freaking bad combo. So Simple Samosa and Coconut Fred? Oh, Lord. Oh, that sounds like a nightmare. Oh, Lord. Yeah, no, I might check it out. I need to be writing this shit down. Like, simple, I can look at the chat later. Simple Samosa. Oh, Lord. That sounds like a mess. And Eddie says, okay, you said you make a shitty cartoon or make it woke. I mean, you already said that, man. He said, can you make a review of Shining Time Station? Um, I mean, yeah, I can. If that's the show that I think you're talking about, that's like a live action show. I don't really do live action shows, but I've been wanting to do it because it'd be easy to connect that to Tom's Tank Engine, and I have been wanting to do some videos on Tom's Tank Engine for a while. So, yeah, no, I absolutely be down to do a review of Shining Time Station. I think that could be pretty interesting. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Okay, I'm yawning. It's probably a sign, guys. Oh, okay. Wait, got another one from Maybe Productions. To quote Kinicarus, goodbye. No, great bye. Have a great bye. I think Kanikarus is some sort of gaming YouTuber. Um, and I think, P.S. Please review the buzz on Maggie. Okay, duly noted. Duly noted. Man, that's gotta. It's gonna have to go on the back burner for a little bit, but I would expect it within the next um week or two. It depends on how fast it gets written, honestly. Eddie Wise asks, "Do you like pizza or burgers?" Um, I guess it's a good pizza. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, what's your favorite soda? Um, I can't give an answer to this question without sounding stereotypical. So, fuck, I may as well say it. I like a fan of grape. It's like it's like ambrosia. It's like nectar of the gods. Got that a little a little fermented grape tang. That that fizzy feel. Yeah, it's like heaven in your mouth. Either way, man. Okay, I think now's probably a good time to wrap it up because I really do got to get these episodes done. Really got to start writing these other episodes. So, thank you to everybody who tuned in. I'm really not sure how many people tuned in. Thank everybody who typed in the chat, asked some questions. Appreciate it. I'm sorry this video was 2 days late because I put in the community post I was going to do it that night, but I didn't end up doing it because something came up. So, yeah. Either way, man, I've been Jarvis Godden of Voyage Arts YT, and I will see you in the next video, which is probably tonight. I gotta crank out some shit because tomorrow's gonna be very busy, and I'm not gonna be able to do nothing. So, yeah. Guess that's it. Just thank you for the support, thank you for the subs, and engagement. We really appreciate it. And yeah, peace out. Go with God, and as always, keep on having fun.